HR, is affected by all the technology drivers, by COVID changes, by all what's around us. So, Bhaskaran, I do want to talk about HR tech trends
Sure,
today. Could you please, give us the view of the world of your own?
sure. So, I think in the last couple of years, at least from the time the COVID started, right, every organization, people, they have to do have the agility to change, sit back and reflect and change. They didn't have a lot of time, right? When the COVID came in, everybody shut down, and the organization have to find ways of working instantaneously. They didn't have a 5 year plan, and so they have to do it right now. So if you look at prior to that, right, roughly about only 6 or 7% of the U.S. workforce were working remotely, just remote, and then about 25%, 25 to 27% were working 1 day a week, rest of the time in office. Then immediately the shift has to come, and then the organizations have to now look at what's our policy, what's our practices, what's our processes, and there is a thing called infrastructure, right? So we are all zoomed in, we are zoom fatigue, right? But at the same time, there's a Stanford survey. There are challenges, right? So only 65% of Americans have the ability to join in the video calls, the internet wise, right? I mean, it may look innocuous, but it's a huge problem when you see all these things in totality, right? So challenges of different kind, but the organizations have done really, really well. The workforce have done well. Actually, the productivity has increased significantly, right? So there was a survey, like the company called Protoscore. They have done the survey. They have done from March 2020 to the previous years. They have seen about 41 percentage increased productivity, right? So prior to that, there is always a misconception, not at every level, but there are few managers always think, hey, remote work means not working, right? And so they had a negative connotation about it. But I think the COVID has changed everything. Companies have find ways. HR tech in particular played a good role, but there is also a thing called work tech, right? I separate things in two ways. One is HR tech, where you apply for a job, recruiting, onboarding, payroll, you see your pay stub, right? Your benefit, you request leave. They are all part of HR tech. And then you have the work techs, the world of Slack, right? The collaborating tools, the communication tools, the project management tools, right? So, and there are companies where trying to having difficulty having established that work tech, make it work for throughout the workforce, right? So there are two set of things, and then having the ability, giving that digital dexterity, what I call, right? I think the workforce ability to adapt new technology or the existing technology and instantly just pick it up and go. I mean, these are all different challenges, Irene, but I think overall the organizations have done well and doing well. Where I'm in California right now, so we are in total lockdown almost since last month. So the state is open. At the same time, now the new Delta variant is also on the rise, right? And so everybody thought, okay, we are done, we are going back, but it's not happening. So there's a lot of challenges ahead of that as well. So organizations are thinking in terms of, should we bring the workforce to the office, or should we do hybrid work, or how do we do this, right? I think, I mean, that's a different challenges. And a lot of employees, right, they say, hey, if there is not a work from home option, I would consider quitting the job and moving to a different company, right? I think because they have seen the benefit of, so these all the different challenges where we are today. But I am excited about the role of HR tech and the work tech, and the future that and the role it plays in shaping the workforce, Irene.